Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of family, friends, and colleagues. Looks like we got a second trailer for Predator Badlands. I think this will more than likely be the last of the main trailers for this film. We may get some more footage before the film releases because it does release in early November and it's still July, so we've gotten 2 trailers for it. Like I said, wouldn't be surprised if we get some more content moving forward, but we first have to get through this second trailer. So once again, not going to be a trailer drop that I'm watching. I watched the first trailer, which is pretty much like a teaser, you could say, but I thought it was enough to quench the thirst of any viewer that's not big into watching all of the trailers for films. We've talked about this multiple times on The Weekly, but this one does look interesting from some of the stills that I'm seeing, and I am going to link the trailer down in the description for anybody that is interested in looking at it. Obviously, I'm looking at Elle Fanning's character, the Weyland-Yutani synthetic, and the image does look pretty grisly, to be quite honest. I'm sure this trailer is showing a lot, and so if you watch it, let me know what you thought about it. Try to keep spoilers or anything down to yourself, but I definitely want to hear comments down below on what you think about it overall and if you're excited to watch the film. But let's read into it. Dan Trachtenberg, who revitalized the Predator franchise with 2022's Prey, is back behind the camera for Predator Badlands, and the first trailer has officially dropped. So they're calling it the first, but like I said, I think it's a situation where the teaser trailer was good enough to actually be the first trailer. The visuals are striking: lush foreign terrain, inventive weaponry like laser bows, and unusual creature design, backed by practical suit work and CGI enhancements. This could work. It may alienate purists yearning for jungle horror, but viewers open to reimagining Predator and avoiding some same nonsense, it's somewhat refreshing. Regardless, it's all come down to execution at this point. Prey was a rare, straight-to-streaming success story, generating strong word of mouth and pulling in record-breaking numbers for Hulu. The film had many scratching their heads over why it wasn't given a proper theatrical release, and we kind of went into that as well as far as the history of the release of Prey. I think this is what made 20th Century Studios pivot into releasing films in theater, because Alien Romulus was supposed to be a Hulu release as well, and they changed course on that. And so now I think with the popularity of these franchises now coming back, being in good shape, I'd say, talking about Alien and Predator, that is, you're going to see a lot of theatrical releases, and simultaneously, you're going to have shows releasing like Alien Earth in between. Then I can't forget Killer of Killers as well. That came out. That was a Trachtenberg project as well, the animated Predator film that we got, anthology. Now, 20th Century has apparently learned its lesson, and Badlands is heading to theaters this fall with a November 7th release date locked in. This new chapter stars Elle Fanning as she takes the franchise in a bold, unexpected direction. For the first time in the series, the Predator, this time named Deck, is positioned not as the antagonist but as protagonist. The story sees Deck forming an uneasy alliance with Thea, Elle Fanning, a brilliant but inexperienced scientist. Together, they navigate a hostile alien wasteland on a distant, tech-ravaged planet. The trailer promises a mix of high-concept sci-fi and stripped-down survivalism. This is the kind of weird swing a franchise like Predator desperately needed. Trachtenberg, whose 2016 debut with 10 Cloverfield Lane, still stands as a masterclass in tension and pacing. Clearly, he understands how to make genre storytelling feel fresh and cinematic. There's a confidence to Trachtenberg's direction. You can just tell when someone knows how to structure a scene with purpose. Of course, I'd rather he concentrate on non-IP, but this is clearly what he wants to do, and there's no stopping him at this point. And yes, it's always great when you get a competent director and or writer involved in a project, especially one that actually cares about the lore and the source material. So, like I said, I do think this is a revigorating factor for the Predator franchise, and so far he's 2 for 2 on his Predator projects. I'm going to be watching Badlands when it releases. And so, ladies and gents, with that news being said there, let me know what you thought about this trailer. Let me know down in the comments if you're going to be watching Predator Badlands. I do believe this new Predator Badlands trailer is going to be one of those 3 trailers that we talked about being released with the Fantastic Four First Steps this week. And so that'd be interesting to see on the big screen for the first time. Ladies and gents, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Share this video with some family, friends, and colleagues. Let them know to subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications for more updates on Predator Badlands, and be safe. It's Neff signing off.